We're going again. We're doing it right after the last one. So I still haven't looked anything up. I'm going to talk for a minute just to give you time to adjust the volume on your side. I found, well, when I played back a bit of that last one, found out it were a lot quieter than previous than my previous one. I hadn't changed the volume settings at all, and then I unplugged the microphone and plugged it back in, and it was a different third volume that was neither the first nor second volume. I think there might be a ghost who lives in my microphone. Until I buy a new one, we're gonna have to deal with that. I'm sorry, everyone. Who can afford non-haunted hardware in this neoliberal society? Let's stage capitalism. Ghosts in every piece of technology. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. It wouldn't be the 80s without giant afro wigs. Oh, I've turned the volume up a little bit on my end. I've done lots of things with the volume. My mic seems. I unplugged it 3 or 4 more times to get a good mid-level volume, but I've also turned it up a little bit on my end. The music sounds louder, even though I turned that down. Um, I don't know how it'll sound on your end. I turned it down all the way from 5% to 4%. Secret submarine mission into a Philippine base. Good question. I'm not sure if microphone position might be some of. It'd have to make a huge difference. Like an inch. Just completely changing the volume. Also, I get different amounts of background noise every time I unplug and replug the microphone. I'm going to cough, so give me a minute to do that. I'm back. Sorry, I should have been advancing the text during that time. Too much for you kids. Maybe a bunch of a bunch of dumb kids shouldn't be the ones trying to find the super nuke. We're in a hurry. He's gotta find his sister. I did wonder because in this campaign, he's he's very concerned about his sister, but it just gets slightly annoying later on when he won't stop talking about his sister and just shouting at people about his sister. Um, on the other run, the other path where his sister's right there the whole time in your team, in the third mech instead of Emma. It's an interesting comparison. Good old Lukav always comes through. Lukav, our friend. DHZ. It's always bloody oil. I love the single exclamation mark text boxes. Purple hairs. like looting during a riot. Just gonna make sure there's no more dialogue I need to go through here. There's no time for small talk. No, it's bloody Joe. Have we met? I'm sure we've talked to Joe. Thank you, Joe. I always like Joe. It just looks cool. We'll try not to. I am quite aware that you probably can't hear a word I'm saying when I do that voice over the music. And also, my microphone seems to make it even quieter than it is in real life. One day, I'll get a good mic. The idea was, try it out a bit. Oh, I've gone back. Try out this whole doing videos and streaming lark. And if I like it, get a better microphone so I can do it better. Is this where we were headed? Yeah, that's where we were headed. I'm drinking Diet Coke tonight. But I'm quite low on Diet Coke. So I'm gonna have to ration it out for this video because I'm not getting up to get more Diet Coke. I've got some juice, but even that's too much work because I'd have to walk through into the other room. Nah, we're not doing that. Sure, this will be good. The classic Daredevil tactic. How do we drive the submarine into this house? It doesn't have wheels. Can we ramp the submarine into the air? Skip one quite fast there, sorry about that. What's this? Water. Maybe the submarine could go there. How do we get there? Do we stop the submarine and walk? We never do it in time. Just fire the robots at the house. Is this cool? Have we tried this? This is safe, right? It's just the normal Daredevil tactic. The one the army always uses. The United States Navy. Classic Daredevil tactic. You put the men in little tubes and fire them. You shoot the men as rockets. This is where it gets hard. This is the difficulty spike I was thinking of earlier. I believe. He's not telling us nothing. That's the sign of a good commander. Purple hairs are gonna go hooting and hollering outside while we sneak in the front door. After firing everyone out of missiles. What could possibly go wrong? Got a weird low-level hum in my headset for a minute there. I think it's the ghost trying to communicate. Oh, that didn't come over. Might be part of the music, actually. Oh, there they go. This is normal. Oh, those textures. You're a different time. Again, this was incredibly impressive for the time. I do love the big crunchy robot sounds. Jeez, Ryoga, what a goofball. It was Lukev. Our friend. I don't know why I called him Angry Man. Why did I call him Angry Man? Who sat there and let me call him Angry Man? There was probably someone in the stream chat at that point. Weirdly, for a lot of my front mission streams, I did have a viewer, but I think it was a robot. And that robot since dropped to it. Only likes front mission. I mean, it is a robot game. Let's just not talk about that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so this is... Which one's fast? We want to go fast. We do want to save time. But the terrain is pretty rough. We've got a lot of long-range dudes. Gotta get there fast. Get that Midas. Show that Navy captain that we're not a bunch of squares. Simon. The OCU, who were we fighting before? These are different guys. They have slightly different loadouts and generally like a step higher weapon levels. I'm not sure if they have a higher level of upgrades. I mean, the guys we were just fighting, we'd outpaced a bit ago. We were rolling those dudes. So they did need a boost, but they're gonna get a pretty significant boost. These base guards, they're no joke. think this choice, you just play a different sequence of levels rather than having any long-reaching effects. Once you pick, though, you set yourself into that path. He's got a bloody axe and a shield. You hate to see enemies with shields. They're dangerous, especially melee mechs with shields. They use so little AP attacking that they can basically always block. You've got to run out the shield. Unless you can hit them with powerful enough shotguns and machine guns that you break the arm. Have we met these cannons before? They do seem scared of them. Surprised by them. Dennis is a square. We want to prove that everyone else isn't a square. Dennis is irredeemable. I hate that you can't really move your camera from where you start. You can't disengage from these 4 squares until the mission begins. You get like a flyover at the very start, but you still generally don't know where all the enemies are. They don't look that much stronger than the other ones, actually. I think they're doing a bit higher damage, so they probably have the next machine gunner. They still have fairly low health. The cannons we haven't, well, it's yet to be determined. Helicopters are always annoying, and this guy's probably going to be a problem. He doesn't have as much health as you'd expect, I think. I don't know. I see 300, and I think it's not that big a number. Ooh, I could. The grenade launcher's not great on turrets. It does damage to every part, so the more parts you hit, the more damage you do. Turrets only have 1 part. You can only hit them once. Let's give it a go. Start with a bang. It does use all his AP, so if he's countered, that will have been a terrible decision. Hit though. Pretty palpable hits. Chipping him down. Emma's gonna shoot a rocket at someone. Oh, you also notice you can't shield. You can't shield the grenades. They have an extra level of evasion upgrade, I do believe. Worst possible hit there. At least it hit. This guy can probably move 6 in a straight line. We don't know if he can boost yet. But he won't be able to boost down here because there's trees in the way. You can only boost in a straight line. Do we think we can kill that? It's anti-eye. Because if we kill it, or if the melee dude takes his spot. We'll take a lot of damage with Kazuki first, I reckon. Actually, these are all anti-eye. Ooh, they're pretty accurate too. Yeah, they've just got a extra level of upgrades. Not sure if I could kill that. Could if everything hit, or if he shot twice. Yeah, that guy definitely take his spot though. But Ryogo's got a... he's got a shield, but he would get pelleted by everything. Let's get involved. That does mean we're trading melee attacks with the melee mech, which is the thing I said never to do. That's fine. This is what we want. This is what you want to see. love double assault. Now we're triggered from his skill list, so I don't get to add it. He already had that one. Now, if you put him here, he's definitely going to get punched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to shoot him from here to not get punched. He's slightly more accurate than I am. Could take off the arm though, there's a chance. I mean, it's that or shoot no one, innit? Let's give it a go. Actually, he's gonna get attacked a lot there. Gotta make up my mind. It's 2 to shield, so if both gun mechs and that turret all shoot at him. What about the other turret? There's another turret. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he moves to here, he can't get got. We are shooting uphill now, though. Oh, that can shoot. We can't shoot up at that, but it can shoot down at us. Shame. Give it a go. Didn't get a skill. He don't get his evade mod because his legs are broke. It's a shame. We got pretty bad damage there. He might not move and he might block the melee mech. That's going to be a shield. Missed anyway. Yeah, shield that. The problem with blocking machine guns is they spread out the damage naturally, so you don't want to take a lot of damage all to the same spot. When you could be blocking more missiles in the future. I don't know. I don't know if that made sense. Machine guns do a lot of damage, so making sure they all hit the same part is a really bad thing. You want the damage to spread itself out, which it'll do if you do nothing instead of blocking. You want to ideally be able to use up every use of your shield. That's probably a better way of saying it. One, 2, 3, 4. We can't move far enough. Actually. Nope, can't move far enough. I was right the first time. Shooting that guy's not a bad move though. Because it can't hit his right arm again. There we go! That's the skill I'm after. I mean, that's the second worst thing we can hit. And I think I made the mic go crazy again. But leg smash is a skill that instantly destroys the legs of any mech you shoot. Hang on. That was weird. Okay, so the person who keeps wandering in, they did it once while I was doing the sound things in between recordings, by the way. So this is 3 times in like, hoping for a little bit more damage. Didn't... Just not doing maths well enough, I think that way. The going to the loo like every 20 minutes. They should probably get that scene to. But Yeah, they snuck upstairs so quietly. I thought it was a burglar or something. I only heard them when they were most of the way up. Oh wow, that was a good. Okay, that's even a pistol shot would kill that. You have to hit them again to get them to surrender, and we unfortunately cannot. That guy's dead. I think it's time to take out this turret. Can't counter. Don't know why. It's got 12 AP. A little bit unfortunate there. We should counter that. Yeah, that were. No way that one's gonna kill. Those helicopters I'm worried about though now. And also the melee mech has a lot of space to move around in right now. Cause some mischief. Mischief is occurring. I used all my AP on that rocket. That's not too bad. It actually doesn't do that much damage. The axes and batons have very high accuracy, but don't do as much damage as you worry they're gonna do. I don't think the helicopter moved. There's no point using a rocket. I'm just gonna shoot him with the sniper rifle. Get a shield use out of the way. There's a chance we have to hit him 6 times to get rid of the shield. Actually, I could go with someone else first. Shotguns do a lot of damage. Machine guns do a lot of damage. Maybe we can wear down the arm health. Like I was saying, you don't always want to block machine guns and shotguns. Dennis is gonna back off one, shoot his rifle, I think. Did he counter? Did he block that? I think he did. Yeah. I think the AI always block if they can, and there's his arm. Now would be a really good time to do a leg smash. Could even shoot from here, so... Can you move 1 or 2 with broken legs? Good way to find out. Well, maybe not. Gonna try and move subtly uphill. Gonna take this shot. Probably won't kill him. I'll probably still get the mech. And I do want him to not change his mind and shoot someone in the back in a bit. Yeah, there you go. The other one I'm gonna have to kill at some point, but there's no rush. He ain't got any arms. Want to block that? I think melee attacks do status effects more often. Those helicopters. I don't know why they're not getting involved. I'm not sure if this is an emulator thing, you know. The AI just changing their mind and deciding to not cause any hassle. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, let's finish that. That guy has anti-eye. You do want to look at the enemy's resistance, but at this stage in the game, it's not that important. At most, they'll have 10% resist. Later on, it can be like a lot, like 45%. Ryoga's probably going to get missiled at. The rifles can outrange the machine guns, but odds of them hitting are pretty bad. Might as well give it a go. I could use the rockets, the grenades on these helicopters. That'll probably be my best bet. The missiles are genuinely the counter to helicopters, but might as well take it. But the rockets still have the same hit chance against helicopters as they do everything else, I think. Maybe I should have took the counter with Dennis. I'm hoping if I stand here that turret won't be able to get Ryoga. very low accuracy though. And I am going to get shot back. I'm going to leave it. I will need to kill them at some point, and if I hit him a little bit, the rocket will finish him off. But he might back off as well, and then I won't be able to fire the rocket. A conundrum. Go on then. He's on quite a lot of health. Fingers crossed. I'm touching wood and I've got my fingers crossed. That's my desk I'm touching. Don't be that way. I can tell. Yeah, missiles coming in. This was expected. Ooh, that wasn't expected. It's mad about that 20% rifle shot. I didn't realize this guy was surrendering. Should probably lock that in. Dennis is probably the man for the job. This could kill. I'm gonna go for this one. Reason being, the other one's flying over lower ground, which means he's technically not flying as high. We can walk up here and not have to deal with as much of a height. Actually, that's not much of a height penalty at all. We are going to get shot at by that turret, but you can't expect to never be shot at in life. Yeah, that's... The helicopters, if they're flying next to a raised platform, they're very vulnerable. I want to get involved, but there's not a lot you can do. Punch this guy. He needs XP for it anyway. Not that he's going to get much. He can punch the other one next time. Not convinced this rifle shot will be particularly eventful. Not gonna roll it. What about this turret? Ooh, they're more accurate than I thought. I remember them being really bad. What about this? He's not gonna shoot back. It's only 20%, but he's not even going to bother shooting back. I think this'll... Taking really low odd shots does affect your score, but it's a free experience point, and who cares about score? I think I might shoot. If I shoot, I won't be able to shield. Nah, we're going to shield both. Oh, sorry about that one. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, that was the right call. Don't want to lose an arm to the helicopter. I think we might be able to just finish that off. That looks pretty good. Only need 4 hits. We're shooting 15 shots. Helicopters are really annoying when you're learning the game, but you get the hang of it. Now, let's finish that guy off. He stopped surrendering, you know. He's changed his mind. He's gonna get back in it. Nearly at the next level of punch. It's hard to actually finish off parts with punches, so it is hard to level it up. Yeah, do I just shoot that with a rocket? I reckon I do. Would the grenades finish that? Not even close. The rifle might? There's a chance. He's not even going to shoot back. Well, didn't quite get there, but... Should be wrapping up this turn. Or next turn, if things go particularly badly. It's not great. Not great odds either way. We'll be able to shield next turn as long as he doesn't lose his shield down. And he keeps hitting his skills. Oh, not good accuracy though. Yeah, get a few zoom ones in to change that. Good idea, Ryoga. That one bad. And he didn't even get hit. He's just carrying. That should be him. Everyone lines him up and then Angry Man just takes the kill. Do I care more about rocket experience or Dennis's rifle experience? Let's do the rocket. I don't... It's more likely to hit. The rockets are real good. Accurate, powerful. It's the 6 rocket limit that's the problem. You need to use items to get those back, and we've given away her item backpack, so she can no longer carry the items. She needs to get more rockets. Missiles, even. Still, that were a fairly comfortable victory against an enemy that's just had a power spike, so... Really don't like that I ain't grinded more. Still a goal. And it doesn't matter anyway, let's be honest. And 2 more captures, that does matter. Money's tight in this game if you don't grind much. And as you can see from my consistent bad scores, I'm not grinding enough. They're playing our song. This is a cool game. Isn't this a cool game? I love this game. That's another intermission. And that's another episode. Hopefully, this volume probably wasn't the same as any other episode, but hopefully it was a nice volume. I'm hoping. My sound, I can hear myself talking because of the weird recording setup. It sounded a bit worse last time. Did my own voice in my ear. So hopefully that's a sign that it's at least better than the last one. I'm sorry about the last one. I don't know how to make sound. How? How do you? Someone help. I need sound help. Help.